Title MMA's got you covered with everything you need to get into MMA like a pro. MMA masters Duke Rufus and Red Schaefer take you through the basics of MMA to get you inside the sport and show you what you really need to know. But you'll also get inside secrets and techniques that can only be mastered from years in the cage. Now you can learn from the best and get ready to give it your all with top quality Title MMA products like these. Title's freestyle throwing and grappling dummy, made of incredibly durable triple ply synthetic leather that'll stand up to all the punches, kicks, jabs, takedowns, chokeholds, and ground pounding you can give it, and still come back for more. Professional Thai pads and Twins Muay Thai pads for serious competitors. Imported from Thailand, these rugged all-leather overstuffed pads give you the target you need to develop powerful kicking skills. The grappling dummy heavy bag, the ultimate 2-in-1 training bag, combining the realistic human form with a durable heavy pad. Give it jabs, straight shots, angle punches, hooks, uppercuts, and more to take your training to the next level. The Twins MMA Thai Shield, handcrafted in Thailand. Super shock-absorbing layered cell foam welcomes every offensive blow and strike and begs for more. Perfect for MMA, Muay Thai, and combat training. Title leather 12 and 16-pound medicine balls. Great for explosive training and endurance training. Title super plastic speed ropes. Super lightweight, but ball-bearing fast. Top quality leather headgear from Title Boxing, Title MMA, and Twins offer you the most protection in your training routine. Title MMA Gel Pro Shin Instep Guards feature our exclusive gel-enforced lining for even greater protection and form fit. Double padding where you need it most. Twins Open Palm Wrist Strap Gloves, designed for training and competition. A full half-inch of padding over knuckles, fingers, and back of the wrist for uninhibited attack. Full leather construction with elastic thumb loop for excellent freedom of movement and security. Title Platinum Body Protector, perfect for working on body shots and lower body techniques. Used in conjunction with punch mitts to simulate actual sparring. The special layered cell foam really takes a pounding. All these and more Title MMA products will have you looking, feeling, and fighting like the warrior you need to be. Let Duke and Red teach you the tricks of the trade that'll have you winning fights in no time. Bigger, better, faster, and stronger with Title MMA. Check out these products and more at TitleMMA.com. Do it now.
Hi, I'm Duke Rufus, and I'm proud to be here doing these Title MMA videos. I'm going to be representing a lot of the striking, but firstly I want to say this: you've got to train everything in MMA. You've got to train all the disciplines. Even though my background is a striking coach and fighter, and as well helping guys fight MMA, you need to train your jiu-jitsu, wrestling, boxing, and as well you've got to work your Muay Thai in there. You just can't do one of the disciplines. You've got to do them all, hence why they call it mixed martial arts. Myself, I've been doing martial arts since I was 4 years old. I love the combative side of martial arts. Not so much the mystique, but the reality. Being on the mat, being in the ring, competing. That's what I live for. I'm a fight fan. I grew up in a family of fighters and of coaches. My father was a great coach who coached all my brothers to kickbox eventually after we started in martial arts. He was part of the Professional Kickboxing Association Executive Board, as well a great referee, judge, and a fighter himself, and as well a great coach. My older brother was a 6-time champion of the world in kickboxing, 6 different weight classes, and as well he was a boxing champion for the WBC and did very well in K1 USA and other World K1 events. Myself, I started fighting when I was 18 years old as a professional. I started out in American kickboxing, but soon went on to seek out Muay Thai kickboxing from Thailand. I loved it, and I learned everything, anything, and I'm still trying to learn as much as I can about Muay Thai and everything that goes along with it. As well, I pursued professional boxing. I've trained alongside many great professional boxers and cross-trained, and as well I also have now worked with a lot of good MMA fighters. It's a great experience. I love where the fight sports are going today. It's a great transition. I love being able to take my experiences as a boxer, Muay Thai kickboxer, and as well I used to fight in K1 fighting, all these things rounding it out and seeing where they work in the world of MMA. In this video we're going to try and show you common sense ways to make the strikes work along with your Jiu-Jitsu wrestling and blend it into your MMA game. We're going to come to one of my favorite parts of striking, the down and dirty clinching, the Thai boxing or Muay Thai, Thai clinch. We're going to show you some different ways to use the knees, the elbows, and other techniques like that. What we're going to do first is the Thai clinch, the entry and how to actually control someone. The two things that go along with the Thai clinch is the knee and the elbow. They are the sweet, bitter, nasty, brutal, beautiful marriage of two techniques. These two techniques are meant to work with each other. The knee and the elbow, when you mix them together, are a devastating combination. What we're going to work on is just start out first the proper Thai clinch. You also hear the Thai word called the plum. Now, a lot of people get confused with Thai clinching that there's only one position to Thai clinch from. Actually, there's a few different positions. This is one of the most optimal ones, but sometimes when my opponent's taller, this technique actually is not going to work. We'll show you some different options. But when we do the traditional Thai clinch, what I like to do is as we engage and get closer, the worst thing I see some athletes do is reach with both hands in front of them. Yes, uppercut, you get or he's going to catch me overhand, or even worse, elbow. Boom, catch me coming in. So you have to pick the right opportunity as we maybe come off some punches, or as I kick my way in, so I sneak that hand in. It's very important. I don't want to come way out here because it's going to be easy to block, take down, or strike me. Now, don't lead with both hands, because if you do have someone who's decent with their Thai defense, he shoots an elbow at me so I can defend then I lock up. You see that? Real important. Another thing my dad taught me younger was a great Kempo strike. I know you can call it a lot of different things. Wrestlers will call it Greco-Roman, Thai fighters, but if you're going to clinch a dude, rattle his cage. What I like to do is cup my wrist and I use this forearm. So as I come into clinch, I use this slam. So it definitely makes him on the defensive right away. I don't want to come in and cuddle him and say, hey, you want to have coffee? No, I want to make him feel this clinch. You see, I hit to the side of the head and it helps wrap this clinch up. And I want to go with my lead hook, my lead hand. I don't want to go with my rear because I expose myself, especially to, yes, the elbow game. So, real easy, I come in, bang. But see, I use this wrist, you see, especially with the MMA glove, get that wrist deep and use a lot of finger pressure. A lot of people try and use their arms. It's just fingers. Then I slide the other one in. See how I get the head safe under a chin. Now, sometimes a mistake I see people doing is they get up on their toes. Now, push me, Red. See how easy it is to push me? I don't want to get up on my toes necessarily taller than him. Another thing too, I don't want to put my hips next to him because he's going to do the double underhooks. Even in Muay Thai fighting, you don't want to get that double underhook. It takes my knee game away. And worse, it's easy for him to take me down. Boom, he can get a nice trip, pop to that level change. So when I come in with this clinch, I get the hips back. I'm on the toes, but I'm heavy. Watch here. He's going to try and resist with his neck, but I make myself as heavy as possible. I want to make myself heavy. Now, when you do boxing, Muay Thai, you don't have as many options. You have to really work the hooks, but I love MMA gloves. You can really dig your fingers down and force the back of their neck. Another thing I like to do is, if you want to get their head down, it's not necessarily here. So I put the fingers up here. Now I can force that head down. So that's a real part of it. As you get the hand locked, you can get one finger up and get that head down a little bit more and collapse it. So there's one basic Thai clinch maneuver. We slide in, boom, shoot the other hand. And another thing, don't worry about coming forward. When I come forward, it creates the grapple. He can get a stronger position. I actually, if I can, I snap back. So when I snap back, that's called tek, cow, or tang in Thai. Cow tang. Cow is knee, tang, you pull. So when you get this position, you snap back. See how that sets the knee up. Now, another thing you don't want to do is try and work so hard to pull their head down. That's a fallacy. What I like to do, lock their head in one position. Their head can't go down. Boom. Bring your knee up to their head. So the key when we do the knee now is the posture. You're not going to have much flexibility here. As you're holding them, curl your stomach. Curl. It's going to make it easier to bring that knee up. You get on the toe of the standing leg, and that helps you jet that knee up right into the face. Now again, as we get a hold, clinch, knee. So I draw back afterwards, knee. If he does try and come forward and take me down, see I curl my wrist. Bang! Curl that wrist down, block with your forearm. So I got him here, he comes forward. See I, boom! From here, I'm controlling him. And again, see I block with this arm. Well, as we go, if he gets off to the side, fine. Boom! Then, oh yeah, it's on like Donkey Kong. Now, boom, we start using the elbows. Now the elbow and the knee, the proper technique, again, when we start the elbow, it's going to get a little trickier. You can use the elbow from any angle. The key, flick your wrist. Flick your wrist. Flick, flick, flick. You're going to get more power and it's going to cut them. Same thing with your knee. So again, the basic Thai clinch, we get him here, we snap it. See if he comes forward, we're blocking. Boom, boom, bang, bang. See, I try and keep that weight on him, especially this front hand. We saw Anderson Silva do this with Rich Franklin. I try and stay heavy, snapping back, boom. Using those knees. Again, some of the knees you see in Muay Thai don't work. A swing knee is not a good knee because, push me, Red. See how easy you can do that? That's a knee only used in the Muay Thai. It's not going to work in MMA very well. Another thing, don't worry about skipping knees. You want to use the power knees because my base, because now, boom, he tries to take me down. Yeah, see how heavy my legs stay. And I spread, boom, knee, and using those elbows. That's a little clinch work. Again, good strong base. A good exercise you can do that they use in Thailand to get awesome at clinching is chin-ups. If you want to get awesome at the clinch, chin-ups. And that's our Thai clinch and how to control them. Now we're going to work some more knee strikes in a little bit different type of Thai clinch. Now if my partner's taller than me, it's going to be a little bit harder rather, to pull him down. The Thai clinch isn't going to work as easy. The taller person is always going to do better with the Thai clinch. Another option, if he's trying to Thai clinch at me, what I do is I block. He brings that other hand. I use the inside guard blocks. I turn the wrist out. He's trying to grab me. Block. Block, I grab on his head. Here, I hook, I control his other arm here, and I put the hook over. Now this one I like a lot when you're shorter. You can control him. The other thing why I like this one, off of my knee work, bang, the elbow. You're going to set that elbow up awesome. So again, if you've got someone coming at you trying to clinch tall, so I keep the arms in, tuck that head, boom. So I slide my weight forward. I almost put my chin by his head. I can even grind my head here. If he tries to knee at me now, I spin him. Boom, knee, elbow. Again, that's one of the other clinches. The other way we can still use the Thai clinches, like I said, is an under-over too. See, as we get clinched inside each other. Now, the knees don't always have to go to the head. They can go into the body. We can use them. They're really annoying when we get on the fence. And one of the ways I like to use the grab is not here, but watch. Here. Feel that, Red? Mm-hmm. All right. You see, we pull that arm across, our own arm. You see that way? Good grab. This one, we want to annoy him. Knee, knee. So again, that under-over grapple will work. But again, one of the easiest ways to out-grapple the tie clinch is with the tie clinch defense. He comes at me, block, suck, say I suck my hips forward for a moment. He might run at me, even try and level change. Oop, so I can spin and strike him. That motion, just from here, dumping him, is one of my favorite moves from Muay Thai clinching that works well for some of the MMA athletes I work with. So again, they try and grab me, block, block, you suck in, he tries to come forward, knee, and then you go to the standard clinch because you got his head down. It's easier to get him. Like I said, if he's taller than me, it's very hard to pull a taller athlete down. But this position will spin them so that you can knee them. So a little bit different variants. Like I said, we had the defense with our hook and arm block, and sometimes even the under-over grab. You can go either way. Just a little bit different ways to use that tie clinch. Now we're going to introduce the piece of equipment that is indigenous to Muay Thai in Thailand and every other person who trains Muay Thai all over the world or kickboxing, the Thai pad. It's called the Thai pad because it originated in Thailand. In Thai it's called a POW. These Tidal Thai pads are some of the best on the market, and they're going to help you get your kicks, knees, elbows, and punches strong and work your combos. What we're going to do is use punches to knees now. We're going to use a few different variations. We're going to work first the 1-2. On the first training DVD, we worked the 1-2 punch. That's the jab cross in layman's terms. So we use the 1-2 punch. There's a few different ways we can use it. We can go close, jab, cross, and then from after we cross, we can do what's called a switch knee. You switch your feet and angle off and knee. This would work very well if my opponent is holding their ground and we can move to the side a little. Even on the cage, this would work very well on the ropes. So imagine, if you will, he's got his back on the cage, he's balled up a little, 1-2, I switch off, use that collar tie and knee. Now, another way we can do it is go right into tie clinch. We go jab, cross from here, grab, switch, boom, with the knee. And again, as you get better, you can use both knees. For sole purpose, to get your rhythm in the beginning, I like to work opposite strikes, left, right, left. They'll teach you rhythm. But as you get better, depending on where they are, it's going to be a different angle. It might be jab, cross, I move over, and see I get off to the side, boom, knee. And see how Coach Red, he stacks them, makes a good brick wall to land solid. If you want to get more sophisticated, you can get your Tidal belly pad holder or the whole body shield, and that helps you even throw better strikes. But for most of us, we're just using those strikes. So we can do either one. We can go jab cross and move off to the side, boom. With our right knee, we can go jab cross, clinch, shoot the hip back, right knee, or even switch left. But as I switch, I'm carrying my weight on him. Knee, and so I poke the knee, bang. I knee up and in to the target. I just don't want to swing wildly. I want to stab that knee in. Another cool knee combo with the 1-2 is we can do it as we're moving. Jab, cross, he starts moving away from me, straight back, and we step and swing it up. So you can do the chasing knee. We'll do that to the body on the pad. Jab, cross, step, boom, and knee. But all these knees are working right now because we're getting a hold of them. A little bit later, we'll show you the flying knee on the run. Now, another way we can use this combo, we switch to 3-2. If we're a little closer and we really want to knee hard, we rotate, hook, cross, from here, switch, knee. And again, we throw the punches really hard at them so they got to stabilize and block. We want them hopefully to block so we can get a hold of them and give them a home run knee. And you can use either knee. So again, hook, cross from here, grab, boom, knee, and right back to my stand. So again, hook, cross, boom, knee. So again, hook, cross, clinch, knee. Knee, you can do a couple knees, as many as you like. The knees will get you in good shape if you throw a lot of them. So that's our 1-2 knee combination and our 3-2 knee combination on the title Thai pads. Now we're going to do the fun stuff. The flying knee. In Thai, I've heard it called the khao loi or the khao bin. It's a great way to finish a fight, and it's a great surprise attack. And fans at home, when they're watching all the big shows on MMA on TV, love it. Recently, BJ Penn ended Sean Shirk. That was the beginning of the end for him. You saw Thiago Alves, one of my favorite flying knee guys, is Kid Yamamoto from Japan. He'll start a fight with the flying knee right at the bell. What we're going to do is work a few different variations of the flying knee, and I'll show you how to set it up a little bit. One of the best ways to set up the flying knee sometimes is when my opponent actually is right here. He gets close to me, puts the pads up, tight guard. What we do to set this up is one of the most important things. If you watch Muay Thai from Thailand, you'll wonder why the Thai boxers are always touching and have their hands high. 2 reasons. 1, it helps clinching. Actually 3 reasons. Helps clinching. 2, helps elbow. 3, it helps this skill. When I push, it gets him on his heels. When I push him, it's going to be much easier to flying knee at him. So that's a good way to set that flying knee up. As we push him, I take and fly knee into him. So the push is one of the easier setups for the flying knee. What we're going to work on is the few different variations of this knee. Now we just did the simple, what I like to call the layup flying knee. Just a big step. You explode, and as you drive the knee up, you shoot the hip out. What you're trying to do is jump into them on this knee. This one, they're a little bit farther away. So again, I just take and step and drive my knee in. What I do is shoot that hip. One of the better ways to practice a flying knee actually is on the heavy bag, because it's a little bit higher and stationary. The pad is a little bit more for focusing in height. So again, I just get ready, get my stance. Imagine I push, step, boom, knee right into their face. Now, another cool variation that I like is the double pump knee. And that's something you saw Thiago Alves use. I take a step, we'll use the left pad. I take a step with the foot I want to actually knee with. I crank my other knee up, and then I hit with the opposite knee. So I actually do this, fake one, hit with the other. It's actually a really cool knee. So again, I just step from here, hit with the opposite knee. So again, you can catch him. I like to hit the inside of the body. So if he's right-handed, I want to hit with my left, hit across. It's hard to get it over his right shoulder. So again, I just step and fly in knee. Now, one other variation of the knee, one of the fighters on our team used this very well in the UFC, 77 was it, against Caleb Starnes. It's from the clinch. You do a switching knee. I've got him here. What I do is I clinch, but I jump up and knee him. I'll do it right on your head. All right? We jump up right in the clinch and flying knee him. So you're actually switching your feet in the air. It's a really cool knee. So again, you got to hold them, you spring, switch your feet, you knee them right in the face while you got them in the clinch. Those are 3 cool flying knees to get you started with your flying knee game. All right, now we start working the Thai pommel, or in Thailand they call it plumbing, the clinching. This is a very good thing to learn for MMA, for your stand-up grappling. People sometimes think of grappling on the ground, but there's actually stand-up grappling, the Thai clinching. One thing they do when I trained in Thailand, we were trained to clinch every day, twice a day, a half hour straight. So it's something that's very important. It's going to help you. Even if you're not a big clinch fighter, you want to clinch often so that you don't get beaten with the clinch. Because if you don't understand the strength and the movement and the little idiosyncrasies that go along while you're clinching, you're going to get defeated by it very easily. It's a different type of movement, and you've seen that if you are a big MMA fan, watch fights. Some fighters really get hung up on the Thai clinch and they have a hard time dealing with it. What we do is we just start basic drill. We want to work on grabbing and posture. Now as we get going, we both start grabbing each other. Now the ideal position, he's trying to grab me, but if what I want to do as I work the clinch, he's trying to clinch and knee me, okay? Now when you're training the knees, very important, don't take and hit each other really hard. In the fights, it doesn't look like they're that hard, but honestly, it's very easy to break someone's ribs. So when you train the knee, just pop. So I just use the inside of my leg. I'm not trying to take and crank them, because everyone will be out of practice for a week or months if we hit each other too hard. So you play a little game, a little rhythm. The most important part about this drill is not necessarily the knee work, it's the base and the grapple. Big thing I want to do, he's going to start clinching at me, okay? He's going to start throwing the knees. Biggest thing I got to do is not give this position up, because now crank me. See when you, there we go. He gives that position up, and if I don't know what to do, keep the pressure on. Don't let, you see I don't know what to do, I might get busted up. First thing we got to do is not get caught in that position. That's why we clinch. So as we clinch and play now, go, full speed, go on. We break it. So you get those arms inside, we start kneeing a little, you see? We just work on, again, more importantly, see I pull that neck, the neck wrestling, get the arm under, snapping. So I tuck my own chin. Again, if you have a little trouble, some of you can remember the hold we worked a little earlier. He's grabbing me here, okay? I pummel through, and I did it under over. You see what I did there is I just pushed his arm through. Coming through. Now I got a hold of him here. I can knee a little. Watch you. He'll try and sneak out. Pop that elbow out. See? It's a lot of hand play too. You see, as they're grabbing my head here with both hands. So I get the hand on the inside. He's holding tight. Watch what I do with this elbow. Bob and weave under. Grab him. That's one of the defenses. So we just play a little. Work on not getting caught there. The Thai clinching takes a lot of time to get relax with it. The biggest thing you want to do is see my posture. See, I don't ever let them have this. See, the second he touches my head, see what I'm working on? Pummel that shoulder back, head back, you see? Anytime they're touching my head, yeah, I got to get inside, push, boom, bang, you see? I got to work on not getting the head pulled. A lot of people, they work so hard on doing this, they forget that he's going to shoot both his hands inside, and inside, head pummel, head clinch, yep, yeah, see, this is the worst place to fight the clinch. I have no power here. You see, even though I'm bigger than Red, I have no power. See, I'm trying to fight here. You've got to get your hands on the inside, at least one of them. So, as we play, when we clinch, gotta get those hands on the inside. Again, the biggest thing, what they do in Thailand, you take a rubber cord with a weight, you wrap the rubber cord around the weight, you bite down on the cord, and you lift it. Two things that happen. Your neck gets strong, your jaw gets strong. And that'll be something, like I said, when the hand touches your head, that should be your automatic motion. You can't let that head collapse, because even worse is you get someone who's good at the clinch, who's a master of grappling, he spreads his legs out, he can snap me into a front headlock now. Look, yes, and that's very, yeah. Now I'm in real big trouble there. So you've got to watch yourself, and you just work real easy, similar to our wrestling. When we play this game, we're clinching. So I'm always working, see my base, strong, and real strong, working, good strength. Don't let him grab me. That's the main thing. Don't let him grab me. Don't let him get the two hands. See, I'll push that arm out if I want to, shove it, use those hooks, even grab an arm. It's okay, grab an arm. It's MMA, man. You can grab anything. So get a hold of that arm, hold on to him, just as long as he's not grabbing your head. So that's a little bit pummel drill, and as you get going, you'll learn how to do it a little better. Now we're going to get into the sparring again. This is an introduction to sparring with the knees and the elbows. The key is the knee and the elbow are the hardest of all the striking weapons to get hit with, especially the elbow. So you have to get playful with this technique. I don't care what amount of pads you put on each other, you cannot hit each other hard with knees and elbows. It'll really become a real fight, and the whole idea is to train to get better at fighting. Don't fight every day and get injured and not be able to fight. So we work on the clinching. So we start clinching with each other, and now we get going. As we get going now, let's just go live, Red. We start working some elbow work. Bang, knees, boom, bang. Try and lock a strong position. Boom, bang. See, we work those quick movements, boom. Try and off balance each other. Boom, yep, you try and throw, bang. Boom, jelly, yep. Go front headlock, pop it. Here we go, oh, there we go. Nice, you see, we play, we move. We work as much as we can, working the knee work nice and light. Bang, boom, bang. Play it, boom, boom, bang. See, I really try and suck that head into the knee as much as possible. Like I said, we work the different holds too. Just only don't work the top plumb. Sometimes he comes at me, right? Go at me hard, come on. So I work the other position. Oh, work under over. So you get comfortable keep going in all the different positions. Boom, boom. See, I switch one. See, I went from the under over, I switched into the hook, spin them here. Work different variations. Main thing is just learn how to let shots fly. The last thing I want to do while we're clinching is, hey, by the way, here comes my big elbow. One of the best guys right now in the business at this is Anderson Silva. He looks like he's bored when he's clinching. Boom, bang, boom, just relax. So again, he's grabbing me, work all the different positions. So I'm doing with that back. Ready? Go, let's go. So the other thing, control. Keep going. See how I control. Strong back, so I keep that arched back. So again, you just work, and as you get a little bit more experienced, you can add the takedowns to it as well. And again, that's just the elbow, knee, sparring. You just start nice and light. Big thing, posture, and find out holds that work for you. If I get this under over, and it's working, then don't let go. Hold them there and boom, boom. Learn to lock a hold. When you get a position, lock it in like a submission. Don't let it go. Okay? That's our Thai clinching with knees and elbow sparring.